And by the way, Adam, diarrhea Dwayne, and now it's trending. And you had the crowd chanting diarrhea.
Hey, here
Yeah.
we go. You're gonna be chanting diarrhea on when Rock talks. He's gonna be so blown.
Yeah, I know, bro. That's probably why he wanted it. See, oh man, he's gonna bake the fuck out of that crowd, whoever does it.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's immerse like it is the starts of WWE 2K23. Like how we felt in the beginning of the inception of this great company. We are here with the soul of ECW on the line. The two men are in the middle of the ring, eye to eye, fighting for the soul of ECW. But before the match starts, Bullock's music hits. He had just won the Wrestling Champions League final, and he's coming down the ramp. He gets in the ring and he looks to be fighting with Lewis Hendricks, but after he gets in the ring, a blackout happens. When the lights turn on, Joker T is in the ring next to Thanatos, the man who holds the world champion and the multinational champion and is also a tag champion with Thanatos. He's in the ring and on Thanatos' side. So when Bullock and Lewis Hendricks slowly start approaching, the blackout happens again. When the lights turn on, Opioid Ragnar is in the ring with... Wait. What is this? Robin Jr. is in the ring. Last when we seen of him, he was stabbed by Joker T for winning the Money in the Bank match versus Lewis Hendricks. And it seems that Ranger Robin Jr. now is alive. He was never dead. Joker T yells while laughing, the killing joke. The group just outnumbered the two men fighting for ECW. Then out of the blue, Harry Himothy comes out. Then Adam Frank comes out. Both are siding with ECW. The four fighting for ECW are staring at each other. Then out of the blue, the whole ECW roster arrived from the locker room down to the ramp, from Albino Beast to Clyde Chevy, from the Mystic Creepers group to the Kozarchani. Everyone from the locker room is at the stage or in the gorilla position waiting to take down the killing joke. Then out of the blue we hear, here comes the money, here we go, here comes the money, 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 money. And from the big screen, it's a money symbol. It clears up, and who is it? It is Dick Vanderbew. Dick Vanderbew is in ECW once again. He's at Wrestlation. Dick Vanderbew is on the screen. The fans cheer as they know he is innocent. He says, "How long have I been gone? I am clear of anything against me, and I come back to see we have a war right in front of us. I've seen what ECW has come to over the months, and I could not do a damn thing about it. But here I am now, and I am reinstating myself as manager of ECW, damn it." The fans go crazy. Ah, Dick Vanderbew, Dick Vanderbew. Then he continues. Since clearly the wrestlers themselves created the Wild Wild West without anybody in charge, the ECW brand is far from what it used to be. And since there is no value for the ECW brand at the moment, the match for the soul of ECW will continue. The fans are shocked. Vanderbew is going on with the match, as are the wrestlers on the ramp, while the 8 men in the ring continue to stare each other down. He continues, the rules of the match are this. If Thanatos or Lewis Hendricks gets pinned at any time, the brand of ECW lives or dies. However, there will be no killing involved. That is prohibited in this match and will result in DQ. Joker T, you should be in jail for what you have done, but the rules of our wrestling universe do not apply to the real world, so you are lucky. Joker T then laughs. He grabs a mic and says, the only thing that matters is Hendrix or Thanatos getting pinned. And regardless of what you say, little dick, you can't do a damn thing about what I do. So that means I can do this. And then Joker T throws his knife right at Bullock. But Bullock dodges with the knife, striking Striko's chest, who was standing in front of the wrestlers close to the ring at the ramp. Tariq holds on to Striko as he goes to the floor with all the wrestlers in shock. Joker T then says, right now! And Pharrell Quinn is seen at the side of the stage and hits a button where the Joker's mist comes from the stage and hits everybody on the ramp area. Then all the wrestlers go absolutely crazy. They're all stained with Joker T's mist that gets everybody crazy when they get and hear it. Joker T then says while laughing, this is some really great gas. No, okay. The infected wrestlers then go start fighting the wrestlers who were in the back, waiting to go in the ring, who are left untouched by Joker's gas. That means there is battling happening between the wrestlers who are contained and the wrestlers who are not, and they're just going head to head outside of the ring. Meanwhile, the four fighting for ECW in the ring are left stunned, witnessing what is happening, and then the Killing Joke start attacking them. And the bell signaling the start of the match finally rings. There is a war going on in the backstage and in the rampway, also in the ring. It is absolute chaos. Hendrix is fighting Thanatos. Joker T is fighting Bullock. Adna Frank is fighting Ragnar. And Robin is fighting Harry. They're all mopping each other with no mercy. It ends up being Thanatos and Hendrix in the ring alone. Thanatos has the power advantage, but Hendrix does his best to use his speed. However, you can see by the scars on his body, he's a bit slowed down. Hendrix then hits his running signature. He then goes to the top rope. He flies onto Thanatos. Thanatos ends up hitting his finisher, catching Lewis Hendrix with the throat cross arm hit midair, then slamming him down. 1, 2. Bullock ends up breaking up the count at 2 and hits Thanatos with his finisher. Yeah, but the Bullock, always a thorn on Rod's ass. Joker T then surprises Bullock with the mist. Joker then sees Hansilian approaching to the ring from the war at the ramp. Joker T smiles and waves at him, causing Hansilian to run into the ring. But then when Hansilian gets in, he gets clotheslined out by Bullock, catching Hansilian off guard. The two Germans go on to fight on the outside. And if you don't know Menel by now, catch up. When the Joker's mist hits the guy, he changes up. He switches sides. So, okay, at that point,
oh no.
The two Germans go on to fight on the outside. Meanwhile, Joker T is behind Lewis Hendrix, who is slowly getting up. Joker T is vying for his finisher. Then he hits the knee onto Lewis Hendrix. Then from out of nowhere, Psycho Perk absolutely destroys Joker T with a chair. Psycho Perk was seen coming from the crowd stands, going to the rampway, and looking at Tariq and the Kozarchani. They are fighting the ECW roster as they are under the Joker gas. Then he sees Striko, lifeless, on the floor by the ring with a knife put through his chest. He then just goes absolutely crazy. He attacks Tariq, destroying him. Then Jaija Joe attacks Perk, but Perk ends up choking him, possibly to death. Then Perk looks at the ring and hunts down Joker T. He grabs a chair and then absolutely manhandles Joker T and destroys him. Then he goes for every member of the Killing Joke, from Thanatos to Robin Jr. to even Ragnar, with Ragnar ended up getting unconscious due to the hit in the head by the chair by Perk. Then as Perk looks around, Harry Himothy starts celebrating with Perk. dancing around. This motherfucker.
I
Perk
don't
just
like
destroys him. Then Perks takes out Adam Frank. Then he picks up Lewis Hendricks and hits a finisher on him. Then he just screams, gets out of the ring, and he picks up the lifeless body of Strico and walks away from the war. Everybody is currently down in the ring. Lots of damage has transpired to each competitor already. As we now see footage of the backstage area, there is lots of fighting going on. Everyone is just using anything they can find, using it as a weapon. From out of nowhere, Asuka. Asuka is seen jumping on infected people's backs and putting a syringe with the cure into their necks, basically making them go back to normal. She got enough people to where ECW has a number advantage in the backstage, but Freya Quinn is there and stops her, and they have a stare down. It is Asuka and Freya Quinn eye to eye. They start to fight. They go head to head. They're going at it until Asuka puts the syringe into Freya Quinn. Freya then gets absolutely normal. She says, Joker T needs to be stopped now. Asuka asks her if Joker T has any more of the gas left, and Freya says she doesn't know. Asuka tells her to bring these 2 syringes to Lewis Hendricks, that she is very limited with the cures at the moment and is choosing select few wrestlers wisely. Freya goes away while Asuka continues to heal wrestlers in the back. As we cut back to the ramp area, we see a lot of bodies on the ground already, possibly lots of casualties of war with fighting still going on. And in the ring, it's Joker T and Robin fighting off Adam Frank and Harry Himothy, while Lewis Hendricks and Thanatos are in the top of the announce table. They're going back and forth, head to head with each other, until Thanatos has the advantage and ends up setting up for the chokeslam to the ground from the announce table. But Lewis Hendricks reverses, and Lewis Hendricks hits his knee finisher, and then he hits the spinning DDT finisher and breaks the announce table. Holy shit! Holy shit!
Holy
Holy
shit.
shit!
Holy shit.
As Lewis Hendricks gets up out of the blue, Ragnar hits Lewis Hendricks with his running finisher. From out of nowhere, we see Freya make it to the ring area and she locks eyes with Ragnar. She then runs to him and they passionately make out for a couple of seconds. Woo! But meanwhile, she puts a syringe into Ragnar's neck. Ragnar ends up passing out, almost lifelessly, possibly due to not having the energy to withstand the opioid usage without the Joker gas in him. Freya tends to him, forgetting the goal she intended to achieve. She was supposed to give Lewis Hendricks the syringe. She used one of the syringes on Ragnar already. And she's just taking care of Ragnar right now and he's gone. Yeah, because meanwhile, oh man, meanwhile, Bullock and Hunsilian are still fighting, and they are at the backstage area. Bullock damn near ending Hunsilian's life
Oh my
by hitting
fucking.
him with the hammer. Ends up getting healed out of the blue by Asuka after she jumped on his back with the cure. Bullock then realizes what he did and ends up running from the situation, seemingly trying to get back to the ring while screaming, Joker! Damn, bro. In the ring, Joker T and Robin Jr. have the advantage over Harry Himothy and Adam Frank. The Killing Joke members try to place the ECW fighters onto the table stacked in the outside next to each other at the outside of the ring, but the ECW fighters reverse their attempt and end up getting both Robin and Joker T onto the tables. Harry Himothy sets up a 20-foot ladder onto the middle of the ring, and he goes to the top. While he's up there, he taunts, never shying away from making a moment. And then Harry Himothy, he flies and hits Robin Jr. through the table with his finisher, while Joker T reverses, and Harry ended up taking himself out of the equation, while Robin is also out of the equation for the time being. Joker T and Frank then continue to fight on the outside. Joker hits Frank with the knee finisher. Joker reaches for something underneath the ring. He gets a bag. He has a bag with him. He reveals something in it. Thumbtacks. Then he puts it all over the floor. He then goes to the apron with Adam Frank, looking to hit the power bomb onto the floor with thumbtacks. He picks Frank up, but Frank reverses, goes into the ring. He runs to the other side of the ropes to get momentum, and then he spears Cortex T with all his might, and ends up hitting the floor head first, going unconscious completely with thumbtacks on his forehead. And Joker T is laughing. He is laughing so hard, while wincing hard with the thumbtacks putting the sharpshooting pain onto him from the impact. Out of the blue, Bullock ends up just kicking right the face out of Joker T. Bullock picks Joker T up and rolls him into the ring, and then Bullock gets his hammer. He gets into the ring, slowly approaching Joker T, but before he can hit Joker T with the hammer, Thanatos levels Bullock with the running sig. Thanatos then picks up Joker T, but Joker pushes Thanatos out of the way as Lewis Hendricks swings a chair onto the head of Joker T, sending him to the outside of the ring, missing Thanatos by a second. Thanatos then tries to hit a finisher on Lewis Hendricks, but Hendricks reverses. Lewis Hendricks then runs to the ropes and hits Thanatos with a clothesline. He goes to the ropes again and another clothesline. Hendricks then goes over the top rope onto the apron. Thanatos gets up and Hendricks jumps on the top rope, jumps onto Thanatos, and Thanatos catches him. Thanatos then has Lewis Hendricks on the powerbomb position. Thanatos is about to throw him onto the outside with the thumbtacks, but Hendricks reverses and runs to the ropes. But as he rebounds, Thanatos hits the big boots. Thanatos then picks up Hendricks and goes on to hit his patented run to the ropes, knee to the face, and then as he's about to hit that senton, Hendricks reverses, gets up, and goes to successfully hit his Kamehameha sig, taking a lot out of Hendricks as he is down to one knee. He then sees Joker T taking Freya by the hair on one hand, and on the other hand, the syringe with the cure. After Joker T got smacked by Lewis Hendricks with the chair shot, he stumbled out to the ring and stumbled upon Freya holding on to Ragnar, trying to revive him. Joker T then rather slurringly says, "Freya, you aren't supposed to be out here." Then Freya realized she was supposed to give Lewis Hendricks the other syringe with the cure. She held it in her hand while the other syringe she used on Ragnar is tossed by her side. Joker T sees it and realizes what it is. Joker T then gets up slowly. While Freya was trying to get Ragnar off her lap to get up, then Joker T catches her as she's about to get away, holding her by the hair on one hand and grabbing the syringe from her hand with the other hand. Out of nowhere, Lewis Hendricks hits the knee on Joker T, the knee that Joker T is so famous for, onto Joker T. And he gets the syringe and realizes what he has to do with it. He looks at it and he puts it in his pocket and gets back in the ring. But Thanatos is up and hits a finisher onto Lewis Hendricks. He pins him. 1, 2, 3, quick out! Lewis Hendricks somehow stays alive. Thanatos is shocked and left stunned. Thanatos then rolls out of the ring, and in a sort of slow motion, he looks at the surroundings around him. He sees the carnage on the ramp still ongoing. He sees the broken tables in front of him with Harry Himothy and Robin Jr. not at all moving. He walks to the side and sees Adam Frank lying on top of thumbtacks. Then out of nowhere, Bullock snaps him back to reality and hits Thanatos with a hammer. But Thanatos just eats it. Bullock hits him again. Thanatos eats it once again. Bullock tried once again, but Thanatos reverses this time and picks up Bullock and drops him right onto the thumbtacks where Adam Frank was. Bullock at impact is screaming in agony. Thanatos then picks up the hammer and rolls back into the ring. Lewis Hendricks then catches Thanatos with a finisher of his own. Lewis Hendricks, who is down to one knee, is extremely gassed and has taken a lot of damage, gets the syringe from his pocket. He approaches Thanatos and smack! Joker T smacked Lewis Hendricks with the knee finisher, and the syringe goes off to the side by the turnbuckle. Joker T gets back up. He drags Thanatos to the top of Lewis Hendricks. Joker T also sits on the top of Lewis Hendricks, stacking both Thanatos and himself on top of Hendricks. The ref counts 1, 2, kick out! Kick
Oh
out!
my
Impossible
god!
at this point. Joker T is shocked. He gets up and just starts smacking Lewis Hendricks for a while. He's just smacking it up, just going crazy on him. He's going ballistic the way Joker would usually. And when he's done, out of the blue, it's Ragnar. And he stabs Joker T.
Ragnar,
Joker T
why?
starts laughing and he spits the Joker gas right onto Ragnar. Ragnar then goes ballistic, comes back to his opioid self, and takes the knife out from Joker T. Then Freya, who's in the ring, starts approaching Ragnar, and Ragnar, just out of the blue, stabs her. Then as she goes down, Lewis Hendricks hits the finisher on Ragnar. Ragnar and Joker are down. Harry and Robin are down. Frank and Bullock are down. Thanatos is staring back to his feet, and Lewis Hendricks is on his knees, looking around at the results of this war. What is happening? Is the look he has on his face. He then sees Thanatos gets up. Lewis Hendricks then goes to him and yells, "Enough! Look at the result of this! Is this what you really want, Thanatos?" And Thanatos looks around and he smirks and he says, "It's not enough." That's when Lewis Hendricks' eyes just turn red and he goes 100% crazy on Thanatos, punching him, kicking him, in what seems to be super speed attack. Thanatos is in the corner, taking the hits until Lewis Hendricks just stops and Thanatos drops to the floor. Lewis Hendricks, out of energy, seemingly hits the floor as well. He then spots the syringe across from him at the other turnbuckle. He slowly crawls towards it. He gets up. He removes the cap from the syringe, and as he walks backwards to turn, in a split second, Thanatos rolls Hendricks up in the middle of the ring, and seemingly everything goes to slow motion. As the ref counts 1, Bullock and Frank are coming up from their side of the ring, while Harry and Robin are coming up from their side of the ring. They are all halfway up to the ring already, while Ragnar is crawling towards Bullock and Frank, trying to stop them from interfering with the counts, while Joker notices the syringe in Lewis Hendricks' hand. Lewis Hendricks is approaching Thanatos' neck from the position he's in, and the ref counts 2. Harry is the closest at this point to breaking the counts, but he is stopped by Robin as Robin takes a hold of his leg, causing Harry's momentum to stop. Bullock and Adam Frank both are in position to jump from their side of the ring as Ragnar launches himself onto Bullock and Frank, stopping them. While Joker T sees what Lewis Hendricks is about to do to Thanatos, and Joker tries to break the pin in order to stop Lewis Hendricks from inserting the syringe into Thanatos. Lewis Hendricks inserts the cure right onto the neck of Thanatos as everyone reaches out for the pin, and 3. The Killing Joke win.
Wow.
Thanatos wins, therefore killing ECW.
No.
Thanatos then looks at Lewis Hendricks and just says, "What happened?" The match is over. The war is done. The dust settles. The screen goes black. This is the end of the WWE 2K23 Online Universe mode.
Nigga, how long did you work on that?
At least 3 hours.
And Menno didn't listen to a single part of it.
I did, bro. Relax.
So disrespectful.
Your ass didn't listen to the
I
beginning.
did.
Okay.
Guess what, guys?
Hmm.
We are officially done with ECW.
Let's fucking go. What are we?
That is something we still have to determine.
How do we
Let's figure
determine?
that out.
I say we don't go to the biggest dog, but we go to a big dog,
Yeah, we said we were
which
gonna do that.
is
Well, WCW, right?
I don't want to do a
I
show
don't know.
that's already made.
Let's do our own children.
Whoa, you guys don't want to do a show that's already made?
No, I want to make our own show. I want to be original.
What do you expect out of Andrade this time around, Pat? He's got power, he's got speed, he has it all. He's been in this thing since he was 15, too, so he knows all the tricks of the trade, just like you just said. Kick to the face of Apollo Crews, and it's nice drop kick.
What would be a good name? We can brainstorm that while we're figuring everything else out.
Impact!
I'll kill you, nigga.
It's TNA, buddy. That's a joke.
Delivers a chop of his own to Andrade. Apollo Crews, one of those superstars, just on the
All elderly wrestling?
This nigga.
love to knock off Andrade, embarrass him in his first match back tonight.
And that is it for this edition of WWE 2K23 Universe Mode. Final thoughts. I say thank you. Thank you, WWE 2K, for giving us this game. We have made the most of it, absolutely, and we
We
hope
made it.
2K24 goes even crazier. Signing off for the last time on WWE 2K23.
Thank you, too.